And we are live. Mbola vinaka Miri, Mbola vinaka Mbau, Mbola vinaka,
Natalia.
Naka.
Mbola vinaka to all our viewers, those of you who will be tuning in and joining us tonight. And those of you who will be watching the replay. So, yes, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you may be tuning in from tonight. It's the 10th of January 2026. Welcome to our first Go Live session tonight. So it's quite special for us ladies. Like I said, it's our first live for 2026, and we just wanted to start the year with reflection. We want to start with honesty, and also we want to start with purpose. So tonight is not really about selling or convincing anyone. We just simply want to have a conversation about our journeys and what we've learned along the way. Since some of us have been in the business for most of us, I think the three of us, we've been here for more than a year already. And we just want to share why we've chosen to continue building this online business this new year. And no matter where you're tuning in from, thank you for being here with us. And if you don't mind, please just let us know where you are tuning in from, so that, we just want to know how global we are tonight. So before we continue, we'll first of all just introduce ourselves. I'll just introduce myself first before I give it to my two business colleagues. This is the first time you're seeing me here. I am Leah Mbola vinaka. I am originally from Tailebu in the village of Noponimono, and I reside here with my husband and our two children here in Alberta, Canada. I work as a caregiver here, and I'm also a digital business owner. I've been doing this business since 2022, so I'm over 3 years in the business, and yes, I'm really enjoying my business journey. Okay, I'll just give it to the ladies. Bau, can you just introduce yourself before we give it to Miri tonight? Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you could be watching us from. It's Ba Williams here. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother. We reside here in Auckland, New Zealand, originally from Fiji. Have lived in New Zealand for a number of years. I'm also a proud owner of the digital business, and I've been in the business just like Leah. We started back in 2022 of April. Officially became business owners of April 2022. So it's been a while. Loving the journey. So it's going to be an exciting night. Over to you, Miri.
Thank you, Bao. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are tuning in from, as our digital business is global. I'm Miri, originally from Fiji, and now residing in California. I'm a mom of 3 boys, also a caregiver, and a proud digital business owner. And so far, I'm 2 years, 7 months into the business, and it has been an amazing journey. It has been an eye-opener. It's something completely different, our amazing digital business. And so far, I'm loving and I'm enjoying the journey. Thank you, Leah.
No, well, thank you, ladies, for the lovely introduction. And yes, for those of you who are seeing us live for the first time, just a little bit about the business that we are doing. We are all running a digital business, and we all come under this business community. This business is global, and so wherever you are tonight. If you are connected, then this is something that you can always, you can come and check out. Well, tonight, like I said, that we're just going to share a little bit about our journey and why we are still here. I'm sure some of you must have seen us like last year, the year before last, and maybe the year before that, and we are still here again, 2026. So I'm just going to give it to the ladies just to share a little bit about their journey and what we've discussed about it. Like we just want to share with you and why we're still doing it, why we are loving it. As you can see, we are all tuning in from different places. I'm here in Canada. Miri is in the US. Baru is in New Zealand. Yes, we are global. We have other business colleagues, they're based all over the world. So if that's something that you're worried about, if you're worried about, if this is something that you can do from where you are tuning in from, as long as you have the internet connection, you can do this business. Okay, I'm just going to give it to Bao now to share a little bit of a story, whatever that she has prepared for us today. Thank you, Bao.
Thank you, Leah. Okay, for me, it's been a journey. I mustn't, a very exciting, a very, from the start, if I can quickly run back in 2022, I was, I had a big why, I had a big why back in 2022 when we first started. My, for those of you who don't know me, if you don't know me, we already have a business that is an offline business that was running really well, So I came into the business because I wanted to. We started off a project just about a year and a half before that, and it was going well, and I needed extra. I was just inspired to do, to continue doing. And for me, if I can just start another business for myself, and if I can, and utilize that money to help with my project, and that is just to help, help. I just want to help back home in Fiji. And if I have if I have money readily, there for me that I created myself, not for my business. So that was my why, the biggest why I started the business. And secondly, I wanted to start something before I retire so that I can start learning, so I can keep myself busy. So those are the two. It just happened to be this one be paid. I said, "Whoa, that's even better." I can, do both at the same time. So that's where, that's how we started the business. So it wasn't that I was really desperately looking for something to do, because we're property investors, and it was doing really well, thriving. We had, second income stream coming through. So all that was good. So that was initial back in 2022. I was so inspired by, by what the training and all that, although my family didn't really agree. They were skeptical. Mom, you're getting into scams. Someone will scam you, all that. But I looked at the training and I love it. I just was so curious about the training. I just enjoy the training more. So my journey was a little bit slow because it took me a few months with the training. I had so much back then, that year, but it didn't stop me. I said, I'm going to, start anyway. I just didn't want to lose I might miss this, opportunity again. Anyway, but I enjoyed it. Anyway, so the journey for me, huge challenge. It's not that I enjoy it and it was easy. No, I'm in my 60s, and the technology and all that, that was hard. It wasn't hard that I couldn't do it. It's just hard that, you thought that you have got it. I spent a few hours trying to do it, and then only just fail again. It didn't do it. Get frustrated. So And then I learned, a lot of us give up, a lot of us, we didn't go through because we just tried a few times, then we, just throw in the towel. This is just not for us. But for me, I was determined just to keep going. No, keep going and don't give up, because I don't want to. I want to win. I don't want to get my family laugh at me. Say we told you so. It's not for you. I said, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm gonna climb that mountain slowly and quietly in my own way. Yeah. I did it. Continue. I just kept on building my business. Then again. Part of the, when we first started, David, I got my husband to be, partnered in the business. He was reluctant. But reluctantly he come through. My hope was, because he retired, first, and he was sort of retired towards the end of the year after. And I said, oh, that's something for you to do, I mean, it's not that you commit yourself 100%, at least do something, at least reply to people, at least do some learning. No, he didn't want to do any of those. I said, no. Anyway, so for me, the learning is just so, the learning for me is just the amazing part. I love it. I just love conquering, learning to more know about myself, to conquer those fears, those things that I think, it's almost, almost, I carried that most of my life. Like I was always been an introvert. Not that I do things in my quiet way. I do stuff, I achieve stuff, but I prefer to do it in my own quiet sort of way. I'm not in, this person. Speaking in public was never. I had to prepare it. I cannot just be impromptu and said, "Oh, could it say 5 minutes?" I said, "No way, I couldn't do that. My mind just doesn't work that way." But and I just love the training, the learning. The learning in this this business. It's not only just about teaching you about the business to win in the finance, in the money term, but really teaching us to to reflect on ourselves and really work on our from within the mindset. Start from the mindset. Everything start from the mindset. And I get it. Some of us, and I get it, and I can see it after I've learned that some of us that have come through and they struggle to. They just struggle to understand or struggle to to apply themselves, and they give up easily. And I said, oh man, you just have no idea. There's so much that you can learn, to conquer those, those issues, of fear, of doubt, of old patterns, all these things that we have. People, I mean, even I think a lot of it is just more of us. A lot of it has been embedded in us. I mean, for me personally, if I can just say, bringing, because like for me, where I was in the family, I'm sort of the youngest in the family. I don't, I just do as you're told. Everything been about the family. They say everyone, the oldest say everything there. We just do. We just do as you're told. I mean, you don't have the chance to thrive yourself within the family unless you're outside. That's for me. I kind of thrive when I came out of the family and did my own thing. Then I sort of bloomed and did my own thing. I saw that and I could understand. And I could just, with all this training help, I said, wow, I can understand that. I understand some may take a while to go through or understand the training, because there's a lot of, there's a lot of mental block, a lot of things that we have to deal with ourselves before we finally, understand where where everyone is. Anyway, so all that, I'm glad that I've come through. That's a lot. A lot of things have happened, but I persevered through. My why is still stronger. Things have happened over the years. That was my, back in 2022. Fast forward 2024, 2 years later, I've always, it's one thing that I've never talked about us, back in 22 for 3 years. I've been, for a good 2.5 years, I've never talked about us being property investors. I've never, I've always never, I just never talked about that because I just felt a bit, it's something that I don't want to talk about. I think, it's just like, and I've always wondered, and I've always struggled to understand my why. This is about the learning. So we're sharing about being miserable about, the journey. I wanted although the why I did was, about, helping my family. That was my why, helping my why, right? But just in 2024, 2 years ago, end of 2024, well, it's a bad year, 2024 for us personally. There has been a few, there were a few deaths in our family, and that really affected me. And came last year, 2025, things just didn't happen, and things just went from bad to worse, bad to worse. Not only just for spending a lot of income, David had retired. It's just me working. So the passive income that we rely on our properties, that had also reduced significantly because there were a lot of other things that affected that area. I think I've shared that with one of our I shared that a little bit about that a couple of last week or the week before with my sharing as well. We had a house that burnt down and left emptied, and there was another one, and there's another one. I said, with that, no income, meaning, so I can finally see what God had placed, started back in 2022, finally come, it's kind of prepared me for that moment, for this moment that business is the online business that we are now. It's the way forward. I probably wouldn't have, if it wasn't for this business, going through those struggles would have been worse for us, I think, because in a two factors. This business, like I've, we talked about the training a lot, quite thinking, because the training of the mindset that that I've completed in here has really helped me see the big picture. And of course, God, God is always in the picture. And I thank God for, for showing me that business 2 years prior. And I could see, and then 2 years after that, and I said, oh my gosh, thank goodness, thank you, Lord, for opening, that started that business that I didn't see, that, He prepared me, He prepared me for that moment that, it anchored me, it just gave me an anchor to know that even if all that fail, I still have hope that, not only just me, my family can still be secure, and in this online digital business that, that He placed in the heart. So I said, enough of all those, of all the tutoring around. You need to buckle down and really be serious about the business. So came 2025. Now I'm more focused and I'm more determined to really focus and set my goals in a, and in myself, really take it seriously that I will not, I need to set new goals, achieve milestones this year than ever, than ever was before. So, with this training that we're doing, this 90 days training, training, it is training, isn't it? the 90 days.
Yeah.
That
program.
is the program, that's the word. The program, I just love it. I just love it, because it's just so, you know, often we look for opportunities elsewhere. We can always look for something that is, like maybe the opportunity is somewhere else, when we just need to focus inward. We just need to focus inside ourselves and just look around and see what we have and be grateful. Just be grateful. Just the practice of being grateful of what we have every single day. And it just stems from, don't worry about what you don't have. Just start your day with a grateful heart. And it aligns with our Christian teaching as well. Pray, you're grateful. That's how you start your day well. Be thankful, be grateful. And this training or this program starts with, what you're grateful for, every single day, what you're grateful for. You get up in the morning and, do your journal and just what you're grateful for that morning, and just begin to release what, let go. Release what is not, what you don't need, what that you want to let go in your life, and then receive what you need, what you want to receive, and and just rest. I just love that. I love that, that we are doing it together. Yeah. So if I can just read some to you guys. For example, like, I release comparison. We always compare each other. We've always something, oh my gosh, that person only just started a few months ago, now he's there. Wow. That's just a human nature. We compare ourselves to somebody else. Don't. As long as you're doing you're doing you, but you better do better do the uttermost 100% of yourself, and not just being laid back and be envy about the other person. And that is, again, that's not right. But so release comparison. I release comparison, and I receive confidence, and I rise in my truth. I release what no longer serves me, and I receive what uplifts me, and I rise with power. There's quite a few. I should have give the whole lot. Well, it's in my book to me. And and when I read that in the morning, I just love it. I love that I can just, in my quiet time, I just recite all that. It just gives me the, it just helps me to refocus and start my day really well. And yeah, so it's a new beginning for me, realigning myself with my purpose, with who I am. The reason why why I started this business in the first place. For the first time, I've more come, than before. I was trying to do a few things each time, like I was always reacting, kind of react at all times. But now I can say that I can plan things. It's just like I'm more calmer and not reacting. So those are the things, the learning that I am happy to share with you, with my journey so far in the past couple of weeks. And that's it from me.
Thank you so much, Bao. Thank you for sharing your story with us today. Yes, our journey, it hasn't been perfect, and I'm sure that's a story for all of us. Everybody in the business, we have different journeys. And one thing, just to sum up a little bit of what Bao was sharing is, so we did not start knowing everything when we came into this business. No one knew everything. So it's a learning process. Of course, we've had doubts when we started, even when we were going through our business journey. I did, and also we've had so much learning curves along the way, so many challenges. We all face challenges, and in life as well as this business in particular. We also have, and another thing that I just want to say, that growth happens. It happens step by step. That's one thing that we should learn, that we should accept, that growth does not happen overnight. And so we're not here because the journey was easy, but I can say that we are here because we did not quit. Okay, I'm gonna ask Auntie Miri to share her journey with us today and whatever that she has prepared for us. Nakawale, Auntie Miri.
Thank you, Leah, and thank you, Mbao. Well, we are here. It's 2026, and we thank God that we are able to cross over 2026. First of all, I just want to share that what makes our amazing digital business very special is how it multiplies success. And just not just for me, but for everyone who embrace it with heart and the right mindset. And here we don't sell products, and it is done by our automated system. That is something that amazes me. The automation system that does everything for us. It does. As I said, we don't sell products, but our automated system does the selling for us. Here we sell dreams. We sell dreams, we sell freedom and opportunities that has transformed so many lives. And I believe all of us have witnessed how so many lives have been transformed in our community. So going back to my journey, for me, God had directed me to my mentor and my coach's Facebook page. I wasn't looking for anything, but at the back of my mind, I was I was looking at what life is like abroad, where we work every day, and it seems like we don't have time for ourselves, time for ourselves. So in the back of my mind, my why was to be boss free. That was my why at the back of my mind. Like I said, I wasn't looking for anything, but God had directed me. As I was scrolling up and down, as we all do on Facebook, I was directed to my mentor and coach's Facebook page. And the rest is history. So for me, my journey was when I was invited into our private community page there, we watch and we read about successful stories of our successful business owners, their income, product testimonies. And it's always, for me, it's very inspiring, and it amazes me to see that our amazing business, how it has transformed so many lives. And, in the world today, and what, we read in the news, what life is like in the world today. The world has changed so fast. Right now, there is no job security. I remember how things had happened here in the U.S. with the new administration, and and how so many lives got affected, and I feel for those who, like right now, there is no job security in the world. Here, employees have been laid off, companies have closed up. So that is the trend in the world now, and that is something that we need to look at,
Right.
and look at what we are going through right now. Like for all of us who are blessed to be part of this amazing digital business, I believe, and I'm always saying this, for those who I talk to, anyone who invests into this business is blessed and will be blessed. And that is exactly what has inspired me so much uh, when um, when reading and watching how so many lives have been transformed with our amazing digital business. Lives from rock bottom of whatever situation everybody were going through, and we all know what life, what life has been for some of us, for most of us. Every different situations that people go through, and when I look at the successful stories of ordinary people, for me, like I said, is very inspiring, and it is special because we all know what most of us go through. For those who are unfortunate, what life is what life is like. What they go through every day. Like here, the homelessness in the U.S., and I think of those those people who are homeless, and yet we have something in our hands. This business is a gold mine.
Right.
I learned that, and I've heard it. This business is a gold mine. So for those who are watching us, for our followers, for those who will be watching the replay, we really need to be serious to look into life in the world now. And I believe for all of us tonight, we can say that this is an amazing business that anybody out there who is looking for time and financial freedom, is looking for a side hustle, wants to make a change in your life. This is something that you can check out. This is something that anybody can do. Why am I saying this? Like Bau has mentioned, that right now Bau and Leah, they are part of a program that we have that has been provided for us. That is not the only program. We have so many other programs. As for me, when I started, a couple of those programs I've done. I saw them. I you know I went for I was part of it, and I believe that has helped me a lot with my journey. Nobody told me to go do this. I saw, and I knew that it would help me with my journey. I went ahead and I did it. And looking back, they actually have helped me so much with my journey. So for me, even before I had my website up and running, even before I had my business page up and running, when I started, I was connected to our private community page. I was connected there because it's amazing the life-changing situations of people, from different backgrounds, ordinary people, what everybody go through, and then they come from rock bottom or whatever situation they have been working 2-3 jobs, to quitting their jobs and I'm looking at them, how much income they are able to make, to have from this amazing digital business. That amazes me. That inspires me. So because I was connected there, I got so very excited to share about the business because I'm always there. It's sort of, the information just flows in me. So I'm talking to people, those who I know, those who I don't know. I'm walking into into a mall. I remember one day I just walked in and I was talking to the cashier as I was cashing out. And I just shared a little bit about the business. Imagine there were some people at the back waiting. Shared a little bit about the business. I asked for his name and his email address. Right away, he gave it. So, that will happen if they see that we are excited about the business. So that was helping me in so many ways. And also when I started, I think not 1 month into the business, I got my first business partner. So that was a good sign for me. So that was very exciting for me. And for me, when I started, I was more into, like I said, I had done 2 or 3 or 4 programs already. And for me, my journey is the learning. How that happened is, a couple of things is important in our business. One, be coachable, mindset is 90%, and consistency. So this happened in one of our team Zoom meeting, and my mentor and coach shared her journey. And something that I took to heart of what she shared was my success is my continuously watching Mastermind. For those who are watching us, Mastermind is part of our training. This training is like we are reading the success stories of successful business owners, their journey, what worked, what didn't work. And for me, I resonate with them because they are part of us. We believe in them. We believe in their journeys, and we know that, it's the truth. So when she said that, but when I started, I wasn't, even though I was connected there, but I wasn't serious about the business. When I say that, I was doing nothing. But the good thing about me, I was connected, I was connected with our private community page, doing nothing because didn't know what to do. And then when I heard that, I took to heart, and something important in running our business is take action. And what did I do? I took action. I did exactly what she shared that night. And I started watching Mastermind, and then I went on to the daily drop-in part of our training. And something I noticed in my journey, that there was a shift in my mindset. There was a shift in my mindset, and what happened to me was, I love watching CNN. I love watching MSNBC. I love to watch U.S. politics. I love and I enjoy watching that. So when I noticed a shift in my mindset, that stopped. And also I do Lyft driving, part-time. I stopped driving Lyft. Like I said, I noticed a shift in my mindset. So when you notice a shift in your mindset, you're good, because it happened to me. So that was it. I was into my learning. Like I said, the programs that were out there, I started doing that as well at the same time. And I was more into my learning. Anything apart from the business, it's sort of, I'm like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. This one comes first. So my journey was, is that I have to be doing something with my business every day. And something I'm learning is, even doing pockets of, a couple of minutes in a day, even when we work, we still can run the business. The flexibility of our time, that is something that I love about the business. And I must say, for those who are watching us, and for those who will be watching the replay, this business is the best business in the world. So that is news for anybody who is watching us right now. So if you are still, thinking that I don't think I want to do that, I'm telling you, you've got to check this out. Reach out to us because today is the 10th of January. We are in 2026 now. For me, I don't want to be wasting time. And it is something that I'm encouraging our team here that, our amazing digital business is a business that you cannot take for granted. Be serious about this business because this business is the best business in the world. I heard that from our coaches. And I know it. I mean, this business I've never seen anything like this. Everything about the business is amazing because everything is done for us here. All you have to do is come in, plug in, and run the business. If you think that you are not tech savvy, you don't have any business background, we've heard that from most of us who are successful with the business right now. With so many things that we go through in life and everything that we lack and we think that we can do this business, this is how good this business is. If you think you're not tech savvy, no business background, you can't do this, you can't do that, come in, join us, and be part of this amazing digital business. You will thank yourself when you do that because there is so much to share about this business. Like I said, everything about it is awesome, it's amazing. And like for me, it doesn't seem that I'm running my business. That's how flexible it is and how, no hassle. Because we become the CEO of our business. We are the boss. We run it at our own time. Nobody is telling you, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. It's our business. We're the boss. And we run it the way we run it, and we run it, whatever time we want to run our business. But something that I'm learning from our training is consistency is very important here. And so far throughout my journey, I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful that I took my learning seriously, and I've seen how it has helped my growth in the business to where I am right now. So when I look back, like I said, what is important here is to be coachable. Mindset is 90% and consistency. Now, if I wasn't being coachable, I wouldn't have been there that evening at our Zoom meeting because it's a team meeting. Some of us think it's nothing. You don't have to go there. I'm telling you, for me, in every moment that I get out of any training or even for a team meeting like that, I'm always, learning something new. So if I wasn't being coachable, I wouldn't have been there. I would have missed out on the growth that my growth in the business. I would have missed out on that. And I've reached my 5th milestone. So if I wasn't being coachable, I wouldn't have been there that night. I would have missed out on that message, my message for that night. I wouldn't have been where I am right now. So for me, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm enjoying the journey. I love and I enjoy it. And for business owners, for those who are watching us, get serious with this business because it's the best business in the world. So for me, I'm proud of that. And I feel blessed that we are part of this amazing community. And for those who are watching us, you know, you want to change in your life because nothing changes when nothing changes. Take up this opportunity. You will only thank yourself if you join us. And we will be more than happy to help anyone who will reach out to us. We have our website. You can, sign up with your name and your email address, and you will receive a free webinar. And it is very important to watch the free webinar. After you watch the free webinar, step 2 is to pay your one-time fee of $149. So from me to you who are watching us, check this out. And when you join us, get serious with the business because there is no job security in the world today. AI is here. Just the other day, I heard about AI, doing the email as well. I read that. AI, my goodness, there you go, guys. AI is going to take over everything. So the message is there is no job security in the world today. This is an amazing business that everybody should be part of. I want everybody to check this out.
Yes.
Because there is no job security in the world today. AI is here. Like I said, I read somewhere AI, is doing, the email, something about email and everything. AI is here. So that is something that we, seriously, think about. That we have something, an amazing digital business that anybody can be part of, and it has transformed so many lives in our community. Let's put it that way. It has transformed so many lives in our community from nothing to rich. Oh, we have millionaires in our community. From nothing to millionaire. How about that? From nothing to millionaire.
Right.
So I think that's about all from me, Leah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Timira. Thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for sharing and encouraging our viewers tonight. Yes, I'm not gonna, say more. I think the ladies have shared so much with us tonight. We already gone past our time, but just a few points that I want to say here. Why we are still here. Why we are still here. Like you've heard, so we are 2-3 years in the business, and we are still here. Some of you probably are tired of seeing our faces on social media, but one thing, why we are still here, one, community and support matter. This is something that is, that our community, makes our community stand out. We have the support. And this is something that we need. We are living in the digital era, and we want to do something online. If that's you, it's not going to be an easy one if you go alone. There'll be a lot of challenges. So, if you're working with a community that supports, then this is the best business community to come and check out and to come and join. Mentorship, because mentorship, it makes the journey lighter. It makes the journey lighter. And another one, we've seen in this business, we've seen personal growth, not just business growth. I know most of us, when we come into something like this, it's all about money. We just want to grow financially. But for us, we've all experienced that. I've experienced it myself. It's when I started, I did not really grow financially, especially in my first year. It was, but what I was enjoying was my personal growth, and it's that's something that this community has done for me. That's why I really love our business community. And yes, we stayed because we were not walking alone. Like you can see us, the three of us ladies here, we didn't even know each other when we joined into this business at different times. Different times, like different years, different months, different dates. But here we are connected. It's like we've known each other all our lives. And we are moving forward into 2026 with this business because one, we believe in learning new skills. We believe in learning new skills, and that's something that our business offers. There's so many things, like what Timiri was saying. We are the technology, the AI is taking over, and I love our business, how it teaches us all this. We are always like ahead. We are like on top of all these things, all these changes, all these new things that are coming on. And it really like for me, like going onto social media, it makes more sensible now. Like it's very it's something that I'm not wasting my time on. Like I love going onto Facebook now because I'm building something online. It's not just about scrolling up and down, watching this one, watching that one, and just wasting time and polluting my mind. I'm going into the social media or going onto my phone and growing my mindset. Also, we believe in building options. With this business, we're building options. It's not only about, like most of us, we went to school to get a job, and that's it. Just that one job. We just master it, and that's it. With this business, we come and learn. We master new skills. Even one thing is just being confident to face the camera and talk. This is something that I'm sure the ladies too, we were not able to do this when we started. It was something that, and I'm sure some of you too who are watching us are following, and maybe you've been thinking of starting the business and this is what's stopping you. You're not confident enough. No one is born confident. We learn. It is something that we have to practice. So like I said earlier on, success does not happen overnight. We have to, the growth, it comes step by step. And also we are choosing growth, flexibility, and long-term thinking. That's why we are moving forward into 2026. So 2026 for us three ladies, it's about intention, it's about consistency, and becoming better than we were last year. So we're challenging you, our viewers, tonight. Okay, if that's something that that's also in at the back of your mind, then you're welcome. You're most welcome to join us. So yes, with that, if anything we've shared tonight resonated with you and you'd like to learn more, you can just simply reach out to any of us. Just shoot us your question. If you want to know more about the business, we are more than willing to share with you more information because we have it already for whoever is willing to learn. Like Timiri said, as long as you're coachable, that's the key to become successful in doing this business. Yes, so feel free to message any of us, and thank you again. Thank you, ladies, for your time. Thank you for everything that you've shared.
Thank you, Leah.
All our
Bao.
viewers, thank you for being with us and listening to our stories, to our journeys, and everything that we've shared. So we're just going to say goodbye now and hope we'll see you again, same time next week. Goodbye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Naka.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, everybody.